In apparel sourcing, there are two reliable ways to make money: commissioning fresh orders or buying stock lots. Both models generate serious profit, but they require completely different skills and timelines. Buyers who drift between the two without a clear strategy usually end up freezing their cash or damaging their brand reputation. Sourcing a fresh order means you design a product from scratch, specify every detail, and commission a factory to build it exactly to your standards. Stocklot sourcing means buying finished goods that already exist at a steep discount. The structural divide is clear. Fresh production requires massive patience for a 4-month wait, while stocklots demand immediate execution to turn goods into cash in days. Deciding which path to take isn't a debate about which method is objectively better. It requires a hard look at your own operation, what we call a scenario match. A scenario match means evaluating these models against your actual capital on hand, the timeline you can survive, and the amount of risk you can stomach. If you commit your sourcing dollars to a model that fights against your current operational reality, you will rapidly drain your growing apparel business. A fresh order starts with a technical design pack. Before bulk manufacturing even begins, you will spend between $200 and $500 per style just on development and sampling rounds to get the fit and fabric right. And then comes the heavy capital commitment. You have to pay a 30 to 50% deposit on the total order value before a single garment enters the production line. Once that deposit is paid, your capital is frozen for 60 to 120 days while the factory builds your goods. The trade-off for tying up that money and time is absolute control. You own the sizing spec, the exact fabric choice, and the garment label. By consistently delivering a reliable, well-branded product, you build customer loyalty. That compounding brand equity eventually allows you to command higher prices. Look at this failure matrix. The biggest fresh order risk is wrong demand forecasts over a long timeline. Slight delays can push delivery past your seasonal window. If that window closes, thousands of units become dead stock, cleared at a massive loss. Stocklot sourcing requires a totally different rhythm. The timeline shrinks from months to days, and you often have to evaluate a lot and make a purchasing decision within 24 to 48 hours. To do that, you need highly liquid cash. You are buying new export surplus straight from the factory floor, typically paying between $1 and $4 per unit. Because you buy at such a steep discount and the finished goods are ready to ship out immediately, moving that inventory quickly into your distribution channels can yield gross margins well over 150%. This comparison table shows the capital efficiency. $5,000 buys 500 fresh units after 4 months, but Stocklot secures 2,000 units instantly. You gain 4 times the inventory, but sacrifice total product control, accepting existing sizing and branding, and you can never reorder a strong seller. Every Stocklot is unique, usually someone else's canceled production run, meaning your supply is completely unpredictable. That level of unpredictability creates very specific risks. If you buy a lot with an irregular size distribution or a color profile that doesn't fit your buyer network, you will struggle moving it. When goods sit idle, you start accumulating holding costs. Every day, those items take up warehouse space. They incur storage fees that act as a ticking clock on your balance sheet. Those daily fees rapidly erode your initial purchase discount. What looked like a highly profitable deal at the factory turns into a massive financial liability if you can't find a buyer fast. Winning in the Stocklot market relies on the velocity of your distribution network and your ability to make rapid, ruthless purchasing decisions. So take an audit of your operation. Do you have the capital and vision to wait out a 4-month production cycle? Or do you have highly liquid cash and a hungry network of B2B buyers? If your main goal is building brand loyalty and your balance sheet can handle a 4-month cash drought, route your capital into fresh orders. If you have established retail channels looking for deals and you need to generate cash quickly, your capital belongs in the Stocklot market. This decision tree maps a third option, the hybrid model. Here, buyers allocate 70% of sourcing capital to core, branded fresh production. The remaining 30% is held in liquid reserve, ready to snipe high-margin Stocklot opportunities instantly. This creates a powerful financial loop. The fast cash turnover from selling surplus inventory actively funds the slow, expensive development of your branded collections. Running both channels at once demands significant operational maturity, strong factory relationships, and deep market knowledge. Pure beginners should focus on mastering one model first. Do not chase a Stocklot business if your true skill set is in technical fashion design, and do not commission fresh production if you need that investment to generate revenue by next month. Ultimate profitability in global apparel sourcing comes down to aligning your strategy with the unvarnished reality of your infrastructure. Know your capital, know your timeline, and pick the path that fits.